morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. As you're coming on, let me know you're on, and I appreciate y'all jumping on this morning. And we'll get started here in just a couple minutes. Appreciate everybody jumping on this morning. Happy Tuesday to you. Welcome to the Prosperity Mindset, where we believe more faith, more family, and more prosperity is the key to our success. And do me a favor, hit that invite and swipe for me, and we'll get started here in just a couple seconds. Hey, what's going on, Pamela? What's going on, Jasmine? What's going on, Debbie? What's going on, Jennifer? All right, what's going on, Debbie? Good morning. How y'all doing? All right, Clay, good morning. We appreciate everybody jumping on this morning. Yep, love you guys, too. Love you guys, too. Lisa Wheeler, good morning. That's Miss Somebody. You definitely got to check out her show on she's definitely on Facebook Lives, and we'll link up and get everybody over to that show. It's definitely on the face side of stuff. It's a great value there. You definitely want to check it out. And a great lady there doing great work up in Chicago. So definitely appreciate that. Good morning, everybody. So y'all don't know nothing about this scenery here. I see all these city folks. I love you too, Miss Deb. New Zealand on here this morning with us. Good morning, Miss Carletta. Good morning from Detroit, Big Mo. And get this thing started. You know, I was tired of struggling, man. I mean, man, I was tired of struggling. That's what I'm going to talk a little bit about this morning. Y'all smell that yet? Y'all smell that money? My grandma said, you smell that money? Y'all don't smell that money. Y'all don't know. You're city folks. Y'all know nothing about us smelling no money. All right. I'm ready to go down and grab some eggs, man, for some omelet. Y'all don't know nothing about that. We'll grab them out of the chicken. Grab them from a couple chickens this morning. Y'all don't. All right, we'll get started here in just a second. I appreciate y'all jumping on. Thanks so much. This Prosperity Mindset. We're here every single Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, and designed to get our day started right, get our heads moving and our hearts moving in the right direction. So I'm excited about that. And, you know, I woke up this morning. Obviously, I'm grateful to have another day, another minute, another second, however long I have on this earth. But I was sitting there thinking about the struggle, man. And when I was first started in my businesses, when I got started as a young entrepreneur, the struggle, man, the struggle was real. It was real. It was definitely real, and that's what I want to kind of speak to this morning is the mentality that you got to have if you want to be a successful entrepreneur. You got to have, some unshakable faith, and you got to be a risk taker, and you got to have that. You got to have that kind of you don't really give a damn type attitude, because if you don't, you'll never get to the goals and dreams you want to get accomplished, because what we do as entrepreneurs is it's against the current. It's not natural. It's definitely not easy, and I can tell you right now, there's big risk, but there's huge rewards on the backside of it. And most people really don't understand that. They don't understand the power of being an entrepreneur, and it's a blessing to be an entrepreneur. But most people look at it and say, man, I'd rather have the security of my job. I'd rather have a security of a regular decent check, where I know how much I'm going to get every week, or every month, or whatever way that company pays. But, as an entrepreneur, I think it really didn't click for me until I got that really I will until attitude. And I know y'all hear me talk about that attitude all the time, but the attitude is really, it's kind of just a little bit of a notch between high level confidence and borderline arrogance. And in business as an entrepreneur, you got to have an edge to you. You got to have some edge to you. You can't just be somebody that's just any little thing is going to blow you out the business or blow you away from your goals and dreams. You got to be one of these entrepreneurs that say, no matter what they say, I'm not going to get accomplished. I'm in this thing. I'm going to make this thing happen. And I'm going to go to the highest levels of life that I want to go to. And I really don't care if you believe that I will or not. And one of the things that slowed me down when I first got started was accepting the opinions of broke people. I mean, I was too worried about what they thought compared to executing my vision and my goals as a business owner. That was one of my biggest mistakes. I was worried about acceptance instead of executing my goals and dreams, executing the plan, running the play. Okay? I was too worried about what somebody else thought that I should be doing, how I should be doing it, where I should be doing it, and who I should be doing it with. I was too worried about that compared to executing what I knew that was going to be beneficial to my organization, my family, and the people that loved and cared about me. Guys, I'm just telling you this right now. The individuals that you run with right now, okay? And I'm not trying to be facetious. I don't want to sound like I'm boasting, but if they could have already made you a millionaire, they would already have done it. The people that you're running with right now, if they could have had the ability to take you financially to places that you haven't been, they would already have done it. So why do we worry as entrepreneurs what somebody thinks about what we're doing when they don't have the ability to help us get what we want? Why do we worry? I mean, it's a human reaction. I was worried. I was like, oh man, my boy says he don't think this is going to work. And I would sit there and think about, I would sit there and start thinking about what I'm going to say to him to convince him, to get him to believe that this is going to work. And then one day I said, you know what? Why am I worried about him? He got 3 jobs. He got 3 different work schedules. He got 3 uniforms in the back of his car. And he's telling me what doesn't work. I think what he's doing isn't working. And once that kind of clicked for me, when it clicked for me, and I went from trying to please people to didn't really care what they thought, that's when things started happening for me as an entrepreneur. And one of my friends who was very, very successful, he's a few years older than me, he said, I'm going to tell you something right now, man. He said, where you're going is down a path that is destructive. And he said, you're going down a path of trying to be everything to everybody. And he said, I'm telling you right now, you will fail. You will fail. You can't be everything to everybody. Be who you are, do what you do, and be all in what you do. Don't try to please these people. Don't try to conform to what they think you should be doing and how you should be doing it and where you should be doing it and how much you should be doing it. Okay? And quit taking counsel from people that don't have the ability to put you where you want to go. Why do we do that? And I say we, I'm talking about me too. Because there's times in my life I say, man, what do they think? Or what do they? I don't care what they think. I could care less what they think. They don't care what your family's going through. They don't care what sacrifices you had to go through. They don't care what struggles you had. They don't understand the pain that you had to go through to get where you're at. They just see the end result. They see the end result. And people are end result related. They don't understand the struggle that you had to go through to get there. And we as entrepreneurs, man, there's struggles. There's things that we had to go through. There's things that I had to go through to I had to endure as a young entrepreneur, pawning my jewelry, selling stuff that I didn't want to sell, taking risks, missing family functions, missing vacations. I had to go work in my stores. I had to go sweep up. I had to do inventory. I had to do the things that people weren't willing to do. Okay? But you know what? 8 years later, I had 12.5 million more reasons why I didn't want to listen to broke people anymore. And I'm telling you right now, I don't care what type of business that you're in, you got to quit worrying about what somebody thinks. Because most of the people that are skeptical people are broke people. And that's one of the biggest 2 ingredients to staying broke is being skeptical and broke. I don't know. I think that should be in the Wikipedia. Skeptical and broke. How can you be both? Well, they said, I don't know if that's going to work. I said, well, what you've been doing hasn't been working for 40 years. Why don't you try this now? Because what you've been doing hasn't worked. So why should you care? You know what I'm saying? Why should you care? All right? But skeptical and broke it's a dangerous ingredient. It's a lethal weapon as an entrepreneur or somebody that wants to have financial freedom in their life. So why do we sit here and just put so much merit in these people that are not going to do anything to help move our cause forward? Why do we do it? Why do we do it? Because I caught myself doing it at times. These people don't care about what I do. They care about what I can give them. My dad said, man, they care about the lifestyle that you can provide. And once I understood, I said, man, you know what? My dad, for somebody that's not that educated, he's very educated. It's simple. Be who you are. Do what you do. Focus on what you want and go get it done. Quit worrying about what this one's going to say or what this one's going to do or how they're going to react. You know, I always tell people, I said, I'm just putting you on notice. I know you're not going to join my cause because it's too much of a positive cause. If it was something negative, you would be involved. And people look at me and say, what? Yeah. I tell them, I said, I know this is too positive for you to get involved. Because I know you wouldn't want to be involved in changing people's lives. So I'm just putting you on notice to let you know. So when it all goes down, you can't say that I didn't tell you. I know you're not going to do this. I know this isn't who you are. So I'm just putting you on notice. So when it does happen and it blows up, you can't go out and tell people that I didn't educate you about it. All right? So it is what it is. So we got to get out of this as entrepreneurs. I need this one's approval. I got to get this approval. Well, I want this person to look at. And that cracks me up in the network. People say, well, you know, I value your opinion. I want you to take a look at this because you see things I don't see. No, you haven't seen nothing I haven't seen. You're skeptical and you're broke, and I'm not going to show it to you because I know that this ain't you. I just tell them, I know this ain't you. I know this is not what you want to do. You'd rather go work for somebody for 40, 50, 60 hours, get paid pennies. They tell you when to go to the bathroom. They tell you when you can have a couple of days vacation every now and then, and you like that lifestyle. You like a hook and an anchor to a desk or a warehouse or a chain. You like that. That's what you enjoy. And I tell you what, it is what it is. And I quit I'm telling you, when I got in the wireless industry in 1990, everybody thought I was crazy. The only one was my mom, man. My mother was the only one that didn't have anything negative to say. Everybody had something negative to say. My brothers were like, oh, that's never going to work. That's $2,000 a phone. That's $1 a minute. There ain't nobody going to buy them phones. You're going to waste your money. Why are you doing that? I ain't investing in that. My mom said, well, what's the investment? I said, Mom, whatever you got. Whatever you got, you can put in. And my mom and them superpowers, that's right, Kiki. Girl, listen, I believe that I could leap buildings in a single bound. I really believed it. I believed it. See, when you're crazy as an entrepreneur, you got to get crazy. You got to get to the point, the tipping point. That's why if you haven't read the book called The Tipping Point, you got to read it. I was at the tipping point where I wanted to take my life to a whole nother level. And to do that, I had to do something drastic. I had to do something crazy. I had to do something ridiculous that nobody else would do. And guess what it produced? Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. Nobody believed. Nobody believed. I mean, people I grew up with, they was like, man, we heard you open up a store, man. Man, that's risky, man. You gonna lose it all. I said, I understand. I don't have nothing to lose. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. My grandma used to say, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. But some of us are just playing it way too safe, trying to get all these broke folks' opinion on why you need to do something and why you shouldn't do it. And it just drives me crazy. And that's why I'm telling you, you're going to struggle until you get out of that mentality and get into the I will until attitude that I'm going to do whatever I got to do as long as I have to get myself and my family and the people that I love and care about across the finish line. Until you get that attitude, you're not going to have breakthrough. You're not going to have the success. But when I got that attitude, I didn't really give a damn what people thought or what they said. That's when things start opening up for me. That's when the universe said, you know what? I'm gonna give this crazy dude. I'm gonna give this dude some I'm gonna give this guy some crazy. I'm gonna give him some blessings. Because he's crazy. He believes it. See, our body doesn't know the difference between a dream and reality. I want y'all to really understand the power of a dream and reality. That's why if people do vital signs during the dream and they do sleep studies on people, their bodies respond like it's real because your body doesn't know the difference between a dream and reality. So if we quit dreaming, that means our reality is going to be dark, dim, dismal, and broke. Our brain and how we think and what we do and how we do it with is everything, ladies and gentlemen. It's critical. You got to get out of this mentality because you're going to struggle. You're going to always just be one paycheck away. You're going to always be one just pen level away. You're just one person away because you know what? You're worried about with somebody that doesn't have the ability to take you where you want to go. You're worried about their opinion. You're worried about what they think. You don't care. Please don't care. I one dude said, well, he started trying to tell me why. I said, listen, man, I don't care to hear it. You got 3 jobs, man. I really don't want to care. I mean, I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear what you have to say. Oh, you got a few dollars now. I don't want to hear it because it's not about the money. It's about what you were sounding good till you start talking. I told him, I said, you were sounding great till you start talking. He got mad and walked out of my office. The guy I went to college with, he had an MBA and blah, 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 blah. Now he's a general manager at McDonald's. I think in California somewhere. Nothing against McDonald's, but this is the same guy telling me that my business that I started was risky. He started trying to give me the data on why I was going to fail. And 8 years later, I had $12.5 million in the bank. From welfare to $12.5 million in my account. Okay? So when someone starts telling me what's not going to work and why it's not going to work and why I should do something different, my experience tells me different. My attitude tells me I will until. And I'm going to tell you right now, you guys got to get on the fringe of getting to this attitude that you could care less what somebody thinks. Because if you don't get it, that will until attitude, you're going to struggle. Because I was tired of struggling. Because I couldn't really get into a rhythm in my business. I couldn't get into my business. I couldn't get a good rhythm in my life. I couldn't get any momentum because every time I got momentum, I let a broke person break that momentum and break what I had going on in my business and my life because I had to move away from what I was doing and go over here and start talking to them and debating with them when I should have been focusing on my business. Ladies and gentlemen, if 2 fools are arguing, 2 people are arguing, if you arguing with a fool, there's 2 fools. I do not argue and debate with broke people. I just don't do it. And broke is not how much money I got. It's my mentality. I just don't debate with broke people. I just don't. The tipping point by Malcolm Gladwell. If I'm saying it wrong, just Google it. The tipping point. You guys got to get to a tipping point where I will until. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do. I'm doing what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I have a plan. I'm taking action. And whatever it is what it is. The chips are going to fall where they fall. And when I got that mentality, boom, 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 boom. Success after success after success after success. But before that, broke. Little bit of growth, go back. Little bit of growth, fall off. Business fall off because I'm over here debating with this fool why I should be running a business that's making me, back then, as a young guy, $30,000, $40,000 a month take-home pay as a CEO of my company. And I'm over here debating with a dude that's working at Home Depot driving a forklift. I hope nobody on my life works at Home Depot. But y'all know what I'm saying. He was out there holding himself out like he was this multi-billionaire when he was working at Home Depot, driving a forklift. Okay? So I just wasn't listening. I just didn't hear it. Now I'm probably going to get some hate emails because somebody works from Home Depot. But I'm just saying, y'all know what I'm saying. But you just can't, I just don't care what they think. You're going to struggle until you quit worrying about what somebody thinks. I'm serious. Even in corporate America, when I was there, I didn't care what they thought. I remember that when I sold my company to the company that bought it, and then I went there as a vice president, the first month I had to fire like 37 people. I had to let them go. They started calling me the hatchet man. I don't care. You ain't doing your job. I want people in here that want to be here, that's passionate about taking our brand to the next level. You don't fit the bill, so I'm going to help you be successful somewhere else. It is what it is. But I'm going to let y'all go this morning, but I appreciate it. But my point is this, y'all. Seriously, quit worrying about what people think you should be doing and who you should be doing it with and where you should be doing it and how much you should be doing it. You're going to always struggle if you stay in that mentality that you got to please everybody. You're trying to be everything to everybody. You're never going to have a breakthrough. You'll never reach your potential. You're never going to grow because you're over here debating. You're never going to get any kind of rhythm in your business. You're never going to get rid of them in your business. I don't care what they think. I have an attitude that I will until. I will until. So I appreciate everybody jumping on. We're here usually weekdays, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. It's designed to get our day started right. If you got something from today, do me a favor, comment, like, review the page. And I'm looking forward to doing some great things. Super Saturday. I'm going to be doing a Super Saturday. This is more geared toward business building, traditional business, non-traditional business. I'm going to talk about 7 things that I had to learn to become a 7-figure earner in business. It's a Super Saturday. It's July 1st at 10 a.m. Eastern, okay? 10 a.m. Eastern. The link will be out there. You do not want to miss it. You want to go, you want to be there. If you're serious about building your business, I don't care if it's traditional business, non-traditional business, doesn't matter what type of company, product, service, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. What we teach, what I've learned will apply to anything that you do. So I look forward to seeing you guys. Love you guys. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep praying. Let's remember, more faith, more family, more prosperity is the key to our success. Take care, everybody. Good day.